Autoimmune disease is a big fat lie. I know the symptoms are real, but they're not caused by your immune system. A brilliant German doctor who put this book together right here discovered that he could look at your brain CT scan and know exactly what diseases you had. And it turns out they are all controlled from our brain. Now, I'm not saying it's only in your head. What I am saying is it started after a traumatic event. During trauma, it's like this survival situation and the body panics and it goes, okay, what organ should we put in overdrive for this person to help them survive? And it actually, for a time, enhances the function of that organ. But when the conflict is too intense and too long, our organs start to fall apart and we start to get a lot of symptoms. And they get classified as autoimmune diseases. Now, funny thing is, about 50 years ago, maybe even longer, these autoimmune diseases were actually classified by the Mayo Clinic as psychosomatic diseases, meaning that they started after a traumatic event. Getting better from these autoimmune diseases aren't about suppressing the immune system. The immune system, its components exist, but the whole idea of an immune system, it's completely made up. It's not caused by bad gut health either. I know they're saying the gut's the second brain, but I don't see any brain there. Do you see one? I don't see one. What was the traumatic event that put your gut into overdrive? Put it in the comments. Mine was after bad breakups in college. That's when my health issues started to get really serious. If you're thinking to yourself, I don't have a traumatic event, I did the same thing. It is the conscious mind or the subconscious mind suppressing it. It's to spare the sanity of your conscious mind so that person can somewhat function normally. So the only way to fix an autoimmune disease is to fully resolve the conflict that put that organ into overdrive. And you have to deal with this PTSD triggers as well. And the PTSD triggers are just downright stupid sometimes. Let's say a girl in a red shirt stole your boyfriend. Now every time you see a girl in a red shirt, maybe you get diarrhea, maybe you get extreme fatigue or brain fog, or you get a rash breakout and you don't know why. You're like, that's my best friend, Latifa. She's wearing a red shirt. Yeah, but the girl that stole your boyfriend, Maria, she wore a red shirt. You don't get symptoms when your best friend wears a white shirt. It could be that. Now, I've made a 13-day protocol where I take people through steps to dig up this past trauma and make sense of their PTSD triggers and rewire the brain. But I have a free webinar on my bio link. It's instant. I go over a lot of the most common autoimmune diseases and the type of conflict that causes them and how to fix them.